Cody with Dive Bomb. Welcome to Buck Brothers.
Alright guys, welcome back to another episode. Today we're going to be doing raccoon trapping 101. All the good baits, the best traps, where to set your traps, how to set your traps, everything you need to know to go do some turkey management and control these dang raccoons. So let's dive right into it. Alright, so in my opinion, for raccoon trapping and just trapping in general, location is key. Not necessarily the fancy traps, bait, lure, everything you need. Just putting it in a good spot. That's all you really need to do. So, my favorite spots to set traps for raccoons, we're focusing on raccoons and possums today, is drainages, lakes, / ponds, like timber where they might den, and that's about it, and where they could feed, possibly like a cornfield or something. So where they travel, drainages, ponds, they just looking for crawdads and stuff, where they feed and where they sleep, best places. So I wouldn't just go out in this field behind me and set a raccoon trap in the middle of a field, just because chances are you're not going to catch anything. So I'm at the first place where I'm going to set a trap, and I'll go ahead and show you why. Alright, so I'm going to set a trap here because it's on a tree line, but this isn't just a tree line, it's like a travel corridor down through these woods. It's like a drainage all the way over in there, and I know raccoons will probably live in those big trees back in there, and this is just a good travel corridor for them to travel on. So let's see what kind of traps I brought with me. Alright, so here's probably your most standard raccoon trap you could ever, like my favorite, most standard, easy, cheap. You don't even have to do anything. These are completely safe for dogs. This is called a dog-proof raccoon trap, and how it works is once you set it, a raccoon will stick its hand down in there, and you can see that lever down in there. He'll pull that, and it'll just catch his hand, and they're dog-proofs because a dog can't stick his hand down in there. I mean, that's a small hole. So I think for this spot, I'm going to set this trap, and I think I'll set it right. The best travel place is like right over there, so let's go ahead and do that. Alright, so you might be wondering, Matthew, what are you going to use for bait? And my favorite go-to for dog proofs is either dog food, cat food. In this case, it's little small pellets of fish food. And some people will use actual fish oil, but this is leftover oil from a fish fry. I put it in a ketchup bottle, so it's just easy to squirt on the ground, and it keeps it not all over the mule. So let's go ahead and try to set this. Alright, so this is how you set a dog proof. So I have it right here. You want to take your hands and grab it and pull the little levers back like this. Grab this little dog, is what it's called. It's called a dog. Bring it over down to the bottom. You see this little thing? I'll show you better in a second. There's a little notch in that for the lever to go in. And now, once the raccoon grabs that lever down in there, it'll move this, trap will go off, and there's a ring that I just pushed in to hold them in place. And they come with like a little 1-foot chain to stake it off with. Homemade rebar stake that we just welded together. Put it through the end right here. Stab it down in the ground. I do have a hammer, but I think I'll just get this with my boot. All right, now that that's in the ground, these DPs come with a little stake at the bottom right here. So you just actually shove that in the ground itself. Let me fix the camera, it's kind of fell over. All right. Now, what you're gonna wanna do is fill it up with bait. All right, so I got my thing of fish food. Go ahead and just sprinkle. I like to fill it up just past the lever, so it's kind of hidden. And I go ahead and set some freebies for them to pick up when they're walking by, grab their attention. Now this is the secret sauce, which I think they smell it. Don't put it on your trap because then it makes it oily. They set off. Bad story. So I do the ring of death is what I call it. Just right around there. That is a raccoon dinner right there. That's our first trap done. And let's move on. Keep on setting them. All right, location number 2, right on the side of the lake. I know raccoons travel this. I've caught them here before. So I think we're gonna slap a dog proof down right there. And I'm gonna keep a secret what our other trap is until it's time. But I have an idea to put it right there. So you guys already know how to set these, so I'll just go and knock this one out real fast. All right, so this is our second kind of trap. And this trap is a conibear. You've probably heard of conibears being used for beaver trapping and stuff. This is just a mini conibear. It's a 220, Duke 220, I'm pretty sure. And for these, you don't really use bait. For some sets you can, but here, I kind of already stepped in it, but right where the trap is laying, I can tell small animals have just been walking right through here. So I'm gonna set this trap and hope a raccoon comes through here, and whatever goes in this trap is done for. So don't set these around your dogs, but you can set dog proofs around your dogs. So to set this, I'm not gonna really be able to show it because I'm self-filming, but so what you do is I have this little tool, which is basically a pair of pliers, and you squeeze down on these coil springs right here. Let me go ahead and do both of those. All right, so now the trap is set, but it's safe. These little things right here holding the coil springs back for right now are called safeties, and they're what keep my hand intact. So I'm gonna finish setting it and then kind of just run over how you do it because I can't really film doing it. So let me do that. All right, so this is not traditionally how you would set a conibear trap, but I folded the coil springs back, put a stick in it. So now anything that goes right through there, you see those two pieces of metal are triggered onto here, which unlatch this, which will make the coil springs go off, make it clamp down on them. It's complicated, too much for me, honestly, but I'm gonna just fence this in to where the raccoon needs to go right through there. All right, finished product. Not as confident in this as my dog proofs, but plan is raccoon is walking along the side of the lake. He's walking, sticks here knocking this off, grass. He goes right through there, clamps down on his body. We come here in the morning. There's a raccoon. That's the plan. Nice little trail coming up from that pond. Waiting for him. That's not exactly what we wanted to catch, but that's the first trap of the morning and we already got something, so now we just got to figure out how to get this guy out of there. Say he's done for. Alright, trap number 3, set a dog proof, just like I said, on pond edges. good luck. I have another one right there. That's 2 out of 3 traps that I've caught, so I'd say this might be a good day. Look at them. Had a trap set on the lake edge. He's trying to hide.